Joining me now is Texas Congressman Jody Arrington. He is the chairman of the House Budget Committee and a member of the House Ways and Means and Joint Economic Committees. Mr. Chairman, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. You know, I've been asking this morning a key question on what we're seeing from the parliamentarian. And the Senate parliamentarian keeps taking things out of the bill. And I want to get your take on this because I don't understand how one person has the power to force hundreds of billions of dollars and changes in this big, beautiful bill and going over the heads of the House, the Senate, and the president.
Yeah, well, it's not in the Constitution, that's for sure. The Senate, this is a function of the Senate. Reconciliation actually is a privileged motion in the Senate, giving them a simple majority, busting the filibuster. By the way, the filibuster is not a function of the Constitution, but of the Senate and Senate rules. I will say this, that the parliamentarian has ruled non-compliant mass immigration and making illegal immigrants by the millions who were here in this country citizens of this country, or at least give them a pathway to citizenship when Democrats were in control and using reconciliation. The parliamentarian also ruled against Democrats using reconciliation to increase the minimum wage. So they try to call balls and strikes, whether you like them or not, and then it is the Senate leadership that decides whether they're going to take that recommendation or overrule her. That is their job. That's how it works. And it's worked in our favor and it's worked against us. But there are many of the things that they're working through right now, like prohibition against illegal immigrants and non-citizens receiving taxpayer-funded social services. That was initially kicked out. It's back in. So was the state cost share. That was kicked out. It's back in. There are still things at risk, like the EV mandate, like the loan forgiveness, or the student loan bailout, as I like to call it. So they're working through that process.
Okay. Well, the Congressional Budget Office is out with new estimates on the impact of the Medicaid policies. A letter confirming those changes will save states billions in Medicaid costs, grow the federal spending by $204 billion, a 31.25% increase by the year 2034, but they took that out as well. The Senate parliamentarian axed those key provisions, including changes to Medicaid. And we've got one legislative week left if you all are going to make that July 4th deadline. So, Mr. Chairman, where are we? Do you believe you will get this bill on Tuesday of next week? And do you believe that the revisions from the Senate will be enough to hold on to your passing the bill? Or are you going to lose New Yorkers like Mike Lawler?
Well, we're going to get this done, and I think every Republican understands what's at stake here, the entire America First agenda. The president needs these tools and resources to grow the economy, to rein spending in and bring the prices down that people have suffered with, and to secure the border and strengthen our defense. So failure is not an option, okay? But the Senate has to work through some issues. I'm not as concerned about SALT and about the health care and welfare reforms and some of the things that are being kicked in and out of the parliamentarian compliance procedure. I'm mostly concerned about the cost. In the House bill, we required an offset above what we would receive in growth, which was $2.6 trillion, dollar for dollar offset, so that we didn't just cut taxes for people today, but we cut taxes for our kids and our grandkids. Increasing the deficit is a shift in tax burden on future generations of Americans. We did it right in the House, and I'm imploring the Senate, wherever we land, do not increase the deficit that is already $2 trillion that will double in 10 years with an interest payment of $1 trillion. And if the CBO is off by 1%, it's $5 trillion more just to service the debt. So that is what has to be remedied most of all if it's going to come back past muster with the House and get to the president's desk. But I'm confident they will.
Are you expecting Social Security to go insolvent in the next 10 years, Congressman?
Yes. Yes. And what that would mean is an automatic cut, 20% cut to the benefits of our seniors who are counting on it. And that's why it's important for us to, one, pass this bill that has tax breaks for seniors, A, who are on fixed income, and B, it's why Republicans and Democrats need to act like mature leaders of the greatest country in the world and actually get ahead of this, fix the solvency and the sustainability of this program. And I've been an advocate of that from day one. You can't do that in reconciliation. The reconciliation rules prohibit that, and so it has to be done outside of reconciliation.
All right, we will leave it there. Mr. Chairman, always great to see you. Thank you, sir.
You too, Maria.
Congressman Jody Arrington.